Hey guys, it's Carrie here and I'm back with another unboxing video. It's of this budget pen display from this brand called UGEE. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing the name right, but I've never heard of them before, and they reached out to me to check out one of their tablets and I was like, sure. And I've been using these things for several months now, and here's a quick unboxing of it. And I must say, I've fallen in love with this thing. I've used a lot of other 16-inch pen display in this price range, and I must say this one is my favorite for beginners, especially since it doesn't come with a lot of complicated items. And the pen has an eraser at this price range, or even a higher price range. Those are like non-existent, and it's easily one of my favorites because of that, on top of the drawing experience. And normally I say the lack of express keys on a tablet is a downside, but for beginners I think that overwhelms. One, I personally find them a little bit troublesome in other tablets because I have to get used to them. Sometimes I don't always like the placement. I like that it's just sleek. As you guys can see, the pen is a little bit more on the skinnier side. It's not like on the thicker end, so that means for longer drying periods it's not super comfortable, but that can be easily fixed by adding like a little rubber grip on it, the ones that you use for regular pencils. And it comes with a nib remover and spare nibs. It comes with this 3-in-1 cable that you guys will see in a minute, but it does work with a single USB Type-C connection. It does not come with that cable, you have to get it yourself, but I thought that was really convenient. Another downside of this tablet is that it does not come with any stand to use it. There's no legs, it's just super flat, but a good stand for tablets like this are not super expensive. I'll leave one of my favorites down below. That's around $20 on Amazon, $20 USD. And here's the tablet itself. It's just so sleek. Those are all the ports at the top. It just has 2 USB Type-C port, one for the 3-in-1 cable that has HDMI and 2 USB ports. And yeah, that's the baby, guys. She's beautiful. It's corn. That's just from my TikTok. And I wish I got more ASMR sounds, but here's the setup process of this tablet. It was super simple. All I had to do was go on the website and download the drivers, and that's really insane to me because I've been reviewing tablets for such a long time, and installing the drivers for pen displays are usually the most painful thing in existence. They're like a foreign language, so this one does not give you as much issues. Personally, for me, it didn't. I was using Windows 11 specifically, and speaking about simple, our sponsor today, Southern Hampshire University, makes that pretty easy to get our degree online in game development. And I know a lot of you guys are artists and gamers like me. Today I'll be drawing Fade from Valorant. I recently started to play the game and I'm kind of obsessed. I'm not a big first-person shooter, but I am a big fan of the designs of the game, and I've been obsessed with League of Legends. I myself want to step my toe into the gaming industry and make some splash art, and eventually later on in life make my own game. And SNHU, today's sponsor, makes that easy with their game development program. In that program, they'll teach you how to create dynamic gameplay experiences with game AI, game physics, 2D and 3D graphics, and interface design. Doesn't that sound cool, guys? And you learn 3D modeling and texturing with game art software. That's where a display tablet like this will come in handy. All of SNHU's programs are super flexible, so that means you can do them from the comfort of your own home, like I'm doing right here. If you're an introvert like me, you don't want to deal with people, this program is for you. This university is accredited and they have over 200 programs of game development. Isn't your specific cup of tea? And the great thing is, if you already have college credits, they make it easy to transfer. You can transfer up to 90 credits towards your bachelor's degree and up to 12 credits towards your master. So if you guys would like to learn more, check out snhu.edu/care2, and the link will be down below. And thanks so much to SNHU for sponsoring this segment of this video. And now let's get back to our goth GF. And here's some of the drawing in real time, so you guys can see how the parallax is on this tablet. Parallax meaning the distance from the cursor to where the actual pen is, giving a more realistic drawing experience. And this tablet has some pretty good parallax despite not having a textured screen. And the textured screen is usually the most fantastic part about tablets in this size around this budget, but this tablet does not have it, but it still works pretty smooth. That means that I gotta wear the glove much more. And before I get into that, here's how some of the settings look. I did calibrate it a little bit, meaning that to help adjust the parallax just a little bit, just because I felt like it was a little bit off. But either way, it's been smooth. But back on that textured screen, it doesn't have any textured screen. The screen feels pretty smooth, which means that when you're drawing for long periods of time, you start sweating and it starts affecting like your hand movement. So the great thing is that it did come with one of those guard gloves, which is the one I'm wearing right now. I did take it off later on in the video. That's because after a while, they're not super comfortable for me, but it doesn't affect the drawing experience. And look at that eraser, man. That eraser just makes it feel so much more natural. I'm so upset that so many tablets, pen displays now do not have erasers. I just don't understand anymore. It makes it so much more convenient when drawing. And speaking about drawing, I'm not sure how long this sketch took me. I was like really vibing and having a fun time with this tablet. I've had this tablet, like I mentioned before, for several months. I posted a lot about it on my social media, mostly on Twitter. I took it out a lot when traveling, and it's been my go-to portable tablet recently, and that's because the USB Type-C connection works really well. As you guys can see, I'm just using a single cable to plug this tablet into my laptop. And again, this option is mostly possible if you have newer hardware, if you have an older laptop, even if you do have a USB Type-C port. If it's not Thunderbolt, it won't have enough power to transfer over both the display and the drawing capability. So please do not feel frustrated. If you need some help, feel free to join my Discord server. I'm more than happy, and other tech nerds like myself willing to help you kind of troubleshoot your tablet. If you're not able to get anyone, feel free to reach out to customer support of this brand on social media, or like their customer service line, which I don't personally know. I just been unboxing tablets and using pen displays for a long time that I know my way around it. Thankfully, I didn't run into those issues while drawing this. And back to the subject matter. Fade, Valorant, I call her like the goth GF. That's the vibe that she has. I really, really like her character design, even though compared to some of the other agents in the game, there's some, but I like her. She fits the Halloween theme, and I had a lot of fun drawing her. And I recently unlocked her. Valorant is one of those games where you're not given all the agents in at the beginning. You have to kind of play the game. And I've been mostly playing Sage since she's support and she's not like in your face type of gameplay, because I'm a coward. I do not, especially in first person shooters, I don't like to engage, but that's the type of character that Fade is, and I definitely do want to learn how to engage much better in a game like Valorant. So I definitely want to practice her more. I love her power, especially like the thing color that she sends out, like that I'm like painting right now. It was really, really fun. And I must go back to the technical aspect of this drawing tablet. I mostly tested it out in Clip Paint Studio. I do not draw in any other program on desktop. That's usually just my go-to. So if you guys want to see how this tablet fares up in any 3D modeling program, any other drawing program, feel free to let me know which one would you like me to try. Normally I do include that in the segment of it, like videos like this, but I just did it since I feel like I'm not as knowledgeable in those drawing programs, that I feel like I won't give like a full well-rounded view how a tablet like this would perform, but I'm more than happy to try. That's why I cut them out now. But if it's something that's gonna be of value for you guys, I'm more than happy to do it. And with Clip Paint Studio. Clip Paint Studio just has been my go-to since it's so easy to set up and all my settings are there. Everything was able to transfer. Like all my brushes, normally one of the hardest learning curves when getting a new tablet is that your brushes won't work the same. Like my favorite watercolor brush won't work the same with the pressure, but no, this thing worked. I didn't have to crazily adjust my settings in Clip Paint Studio on top of the app's own UI. Oh, it was really nice. And another thing that I must say about the design of this tablet, about not having any buttons on the screen, is that it's really good for like left-handed people. I'm not left-handed. I just think that's a feature that somebody would find useful, because I know in my other videos, because one of my other favorite 16-inch pens display is from Artisol and from Yuan. They have buttons on the side, and that can kind of get in the way when you're drawing, and especially in the way that the Artisol one was designed. It has a really giant big dial there, and it makes it really cumbersome, make the tablet much bigger than it has to be. Since it doesn't have all those extra buttons, it makes it so easy to put it in a really cute sleeve. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to show you guys this tablet more in some of my vlogs, studio vlogs and things like that, because when I get these types of tablets, I really try to use them in day-to-day use. I don't like just using them once and like put in them away, because there's a lot of issues that won't come in until you use a tablet for a long time. Sure, when you unbox it, you use it for the first time, that's awesome, but then like a couple months later, boom, you have an issue after Windows updates or something like that. So yeah, I have this tablet since around April, I must say, and I've done a lot of work on it. I will have another draw with me on this tablet on my channel pretty soon, and yeah, I must definitely praise the simplicity of this. It has some of the similar design of the Wacom one, or I keep saying Wacom, however it's pronounced. It's the other big competitor in this space for making pen displays, and I have a budget Wacom one, and that costs more than this tablet. That's crazy. And the drawing experience isn't as great, but it has some of the like cool like design elements that I like from the Wacom one, where it's just very like, it's just like a slab. It's just a very simple. The main downside is I really wish this came with a stand. Like right now for this video, I'm using a stand from another tablet, and it's kind of like frustrating, because like it would have been like so perfect, but it's okay. That's how they cut costs, and I believe they're a new company. I can't wait to see what more they bring out to the table, because it's great for us as artists and consumers for there to be more competition on the market. That means more option for us, baby. That means we don't have to take in from one competitor like what they're not giving to us. So I that's why I really like helping out smaller companies like this and letting you guys know what options there is out there. So especially since some of the more popular tablets are even more expensive in other countries, as I've heard. Like I heard like even on the like Samsung tablets and iPads are ridiculously expensive in other countries compared to prices in the US or other like English speaking countries, I must say. So if this is something that's in your budget in your country, I definitely recommend you to check it out. And I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye.